Oh my gosh, is it going straight in? We don't even get a timer? There's usually a timer. There's not even a timer? Oh, we're in! Let's go! What is this? Monster Hunter stuff? Capcom. It's got to be Monster Hunter, right? What else does Capcom do? They gave up on Mega Man. Monster Hunter Rise Sunbreak? Oh, this is a DLC. Okay, this is a DLC. I was about to say, didn't they already release a new game recently? Okay, we got a DLC to start off the show. Not too bad. Not too bad. Let me go ahead and pull up my stuff here. Okay. Massive expansion. Ooh.
Hello, everyone. I'm Yoshiaki Koizumi.
Hi, everyone say hi.
For today's Nintendo Direct.
Hi, what's up?
What you just saw was the first trailer for Monster Hunter Rise, Sunbreak, the massive expansion for Monster Hunter Rise. Our friends at Capcom are working on many new elements that will enhance the experience for players of Monster Hunter Rise, including new stories, locales, monsters, and, although not touched on in the trailer, new hunting actions and quest rank. Monster Hunter Rise, Sunbreak, is scheduled to release as paid DLC in summer 2022.
Red.
Please stay tuned for more information in the future.
Shout out to all the Monster Hunter fans.
Let's see our first batch of Nintendo Switch headlines.
Hit us hard, baby. Give it to me.
Party during the day or at night.
Okay.
It's almost time to party in the
Mario Party Superstar.
Superstars game. Along with Spaceland and Peach's birthday cake, several other boards make their return. Take a stroll around Woody Woods, but watch out for those Monty moles. They'll change the board's direction when you least expect it. Travel between 2 islands and Yoshi's tropical island. Toadette's got the star.
Dope.
She might swap places with Bowser at the last second.
I'm excited for this too, Tay-Tay.
Night in Horrorland. That King Boo statue is harmless during the day, but at night, it'll swipe stars from unsuspecting players.
Old school Mario Party stuff.
Head to Mount Minigames and play in minigame-only courses.
I'm stealing those stars, baby.
For the longest
Ruining
streak in
friends.
survival. Or work together in the cooperative multiplayer tag match. Mount Minigames will have 7 courses available. All boards and minigames support online play. So invite family, friends, and frenemies, and get ready for the party of a lifetime. Mario Party Superstars.
Bring it in, baby.
Nintendo Switch system.
Bring it in. Let's go.
Are available now on Nintendo eShop.
We'll be playing this on stream.
A new RPG is in the cards.
Oh no.
Welcome to Voice of Cards.
At the Queen's behest, you'll set off on a fantastical journey to slay a fearsome dragon for honor and fortune. Everything in this realm is represented as cards, from the protagonists to shops, towns, and environments. In this fresh take on tabletop RPGs, you'll square off in turn-based card battles where your skills and a little bit of luck will determine the victor.
Kind of cool. It's kind of interesting. It's kind of interesting. You know, like
a spellbinding experience from the creative minds of Yoko Taro and Yosuke Saito is about to unfold. Voice of Cards, The Isle Dragon Roars launches on Nintendo Switch October 28th. Pre-orders and a free demo will be available today on Nintendo eShop.
Yeah, it looks all right.
Become a hero or an absolute disaster of a human being. You awaken in a hotel room in the city of Revachol, devoid of your memories. Soon, you learn that you're a detective and get entangled in a strange murder case in the groundbreaking role-playing
Disco
adventure
Elysium?
Disco Elysium, The Final Cut. As you interrogate people and uncover
Shit, I'm
clues,
already-
internal dialogues will begin. To investigate, you'll need the help of the 24 skills living within you. Your behaviors and available choices will change depending on how you develop these skills, directly impacting how the story progresses. What sort of detective will you become? Disco Elysium, The Final Cut, launches digitally on Nintendo Switch October 12th.
The Final
physical version
Cut.
of the game will launch early 2022. Pre-orders for the digital version begin today on Nintendo eShop.
Yeah, Pastel, I'm right there with you.
Uncover more stories in Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity.
At this point, this game is just one big tease.
Friend of yours. It seems I owe him as
Like,
well.
at this point,
The King of Hyrule
this
must
game is
not
just
fall.
one gigantic blue ball.
For a little kid.
As we all sit here and wait for Breath of the Wild. Like, that's really what this is,
They
dude.
won't harm.
Like, it's just like, cool.
Behold our power!
Take that! Licks!
Time for the show! Oh yeah!
Cool. Next. Yeah, I live in the Animal Crossing category, so we always stay in here. This is my
Set.
home.
Chocobo! Start your engines and get set for a new racing experience. Race as familiar Final Fantasy characters like Chocobo and Gilgamesh to be the first
Mario
to cross
Kart
the
9
finish line.
confirmed?
Edge out the competition by
Okay.
using drift boost to cut
Dope.
corners.
Is this the closest thing we'll get to Mario
Magical
Kart
stones
9
called
this year?
Magicites are contained
I'll
inside
take it.
items.
I'll take whatever I can
Collect these
get.
throughout courses to cast magic like fire and arrow to blast away opponents. Acquire Magicites of the same element to cast even more powerful spells. Each racer also has a special ability. Use it at the right time to turn the tables. Engine customization options will be available, as well as local and online multiplayer. Up to 64 players can compete in a bracket-style tournament to determine the racing champion. Chocobo GP races exclusively
Chocobo
onto Nintendo Switch next year.
GP.
What did you think?
Mario Kart, but
Before we
different.
show you our next video, we have some news about the last fighter for the Super Smash Bros. Ultimate game.
Okay, I don't even play Smash, but this is still pretty dope.
Mr. Sakurai, the game's director, will reveal this fighter in the final Mr. Sakurai Presents video on October 5th.
That's so far away from now. That's like a
He'll
whole 2
also
weeks.
show you how to use this fighter, so please look forward to it.
I just got played. I just got debated.
It's been about 3 years since the game was released. This will be the last presentation about Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. I hope you'll check it out.
They're liars. There'll be more. There's always
Next,
more.
Please take a look at this.
What's this? It looks like Sonic. Looks like a Sonic world. Oh, I think this is the Kirby game that got leaked. This could be the Kirby game that got leaked, maybe? Cause that's what it looked like just now when I saw it on the internet. Hey, there's the boy. I'm not gonna lie, I've been looking for a new Kirby game. I didn't really like the last Kirby game. This could be good. What? Wait, what did they do to Kirby? Is this 3D? Wait, what? Okay, slow down for a second. Hey! Oh, dude, they sold me right there. Let's freaking go, baby. I love me some Kirby. Dope, dude, it looks good. Kirby, dude, this looks so good. I love the idea of Kirby stepping out of the 2D world. I love this, dude. Let's go.
That was the trailer for Kirby and the Forgotten Land. In this new game, you can freely move around in 3D areas using familiar Kirby moves. The setting also appears to be mysterious, filled with abandoned structures from a past civilization. What lies in store for Kirby? The game is scheduled to release in spring 2022.
Okay.
We hope you'll look forward to Kirby's new adventure.
Dope. All right, we got a spring.
Next, we have this to show
We got a
you.
spring drop.
Please take a look.
Oh, what's this? Yo! Oh, okay. Oh, that's the release. Let's freaking go, baby! Let's go! Oh, they done did it! They
Since
done
its launch
did
in
it!
2020, the Animal Crossing New Horizons game has been enjoyed by many players around the world. New free content will arrive in November. In preparation for its release, we will be airing an Animal Crossing New Horizons Direct in October. In it, we'll go over the content in more detail. Please be on the lookout for the air date of this presentation. Let's move on to more Nintendo Switch headlines.
Frick, dude, we got it, dude. We got it.
One game update and lots of fun. More free content is coming to the Mario Golf Super Rush game. Koopa
They can
Troopa
all
enters
shut
the
up now?
fairway as a playable character.
Cool, Koopa
Dish out
Troopa.
tricky shots and
Dude,
dashes
Koopa
to
Troopa's always been a
match
favorite character of mine. I'm down for this. Is it
Ninja
free?
will also be playable.
Oh, and Ninja?
Take advantage of Ninja's blinding speed to outpace opponents.
Do we get a new level?
2 courses are also being added.
No, a winter course. All right, dude, I'm
These
actually
additions will
excited
come
about
swinging
this.
in as a free software
Dude.
update later today.
ACNH Brewster? Dude, what?
What's this? An invitation. You're invited to live in a magical world with Mickey Mouse and dozens of Disney characters.
I don't accept.
Spend time with Disney friends. Craft your own whimsical costumes and furniture.
I'll pass.
And explore delightful Disney-themed
Go back to the
worlds.
Brewster stuff.
All downloadable content from the original Nintendo 3DS version is included. Disney Magical World 2 Enchanted Edition soars onto Nintendo Switch this holiday. A beloved Star Wars game is coming to Nintendo Switch. Blast off to captivating planets and join forces with Jedi, droids, and outcasts in this blend of action, role-playing, and adventure. Will you use the Force for good?
Wait, what?
Or will you be lured to the dark
KOTOR
side?
on Switch?
Your choices determine the galaxy's fate in Star Wars: Knights of the Old
I'll
Republic.
buy this.
Launching on Nintendo Switch November
I'll buy
11th.
the old crusty version on
Pre-orders
Twitch.
begin today
Sure.
on Nintendo
Yeah, I'll
eShop.
buy that for Switch. Sure. Let's go.
There's one thing you must always remember. Stay human.
How do you real life time travel?
This is the city, humanity's last stronghold against a virus that turns people into the undead. In the cloud version of Dying Light 2 Stay Human, you'll need to master both parkour and tactical combat to survive in this brutal open-world action RPG. Explore alone.
What's up,
or
Effie,
with up to 3 other
dude?
players in online co-op as you
Can we
unravel the
all
dark
agree
secrets of those in
that
power during
none
the
of us
day.
in here care about
Then
this? No,
plunder
I'm
the
just
layers
kidding.
of the infected at night. Your decisions will shape the story.
Go back
but
to the
they'll also have
Brewster.
consequences.
Don't make us wait till
No matter where your
October.
actions lead you, there's one thing you must always remember. Stay human. While you're at it, take the prequel on the go in Dying Light Platinum Edition. Scavenge for supplies, craft weapons, and face hordes of the infected in a post-apocalyptic open world. Dying Light 2 Stay Human Cloud version launches on Nintendo Switch February 4th, 2022. A free demo will also launch the same day on Nintendo eShop. Dying Light Platinum Edition comes to Nintendo Switch October 19th. Pre-orders begin today.
Did we
on
get a
Nintendo
did we get a
eShop.
date? We're have to go back. Did we get a date for the
Utility,
ACNH Direct?
morality,
I don't think we
or
did.
liberty.
They just said October.
In Triangle
What happened? I
Strategy,
blacked
a
out.
fiery chronicle of war presented in stunning 8
Yeah, no date. But they did say it was coming out in
Your
November.
actions will lead you through a riveting
They said
story
October
that
Direct
changes based
for
on the
November
decisions you
release.
make.
Yeah.
In the end, where will your conviction guide you?
You have gone to the one place I cannot follow.
In response to the survey about the demo released in February of this year, the game has been fine-tuned with a focus
This
on
game did
elements
look
that
good.
received lots of feedback.
This game did
These
look
include
good.
Adjustments to the difficulty,
Well,
improvements
it's
to
very
on-screen
Fire Emblem.
visuals, camera
I
angle
do want to check this
controls,
game out. I like
the
grid-based
ability
strategy.
to review previous dialogue,
I never played the demo, but I watched Feeney play it.
and streamlined game flow and loading times. More details are now available on Nintendo.com.
Splendid.
Triangle Strategy will launch on Nintendo Switch March 4th, 2022.
What will the haters complain about now? They'll
Pre-orders
find
begin
something to
today
complain
on
about.
Nintendo eShop.
They'll find something to complain about. Like, let's be real. All right, this is the Dread. This is Dread.
You are faced with overwhelming power. Your highest priority should be simply to survive.
This game looks scary, dude.
Small opportunities
I'm not like the
to
biggest Metroid fan, but I kind of want to check it out. But it looks scary. It looks terrifying. Am I going to be getting chased by robots the whole game? I don't want to deal with that. Whoa, Clover Red with the 10-pack. Let's freaking go, dude. Thank you so much, dude. That's the hype you love to see, baby. Get them capital C's in the chat. Get them dink donks in the chat for Clover Ran.
Samus Aran, the most powerful bounty hunter in the galaxy, embarks on a new mission to the uncharted planet ZDR. Her objectives? Confirm whether the deadly X-parasite still exists, and figure out why the EMI research robots in search of it have mysteriously gone dark. Early readings reveal that planet ZDR is divided into multiple environments, each with its own elements and organisms.
This seems cool.
Remnants of the mighty Chozo civilization are also scattered throughout, including evidence that the Chozo may have once called the planet their home. Visit metroid.nintendo.com to read Metroid Dread Report Volume 8 for a detailed account of the terrain and life forms you may encounter in the
Metroid fans
Dread game.
gotta be pretty happy
Be sure
about
to
this.
view the other Metroid Dread reports there as well. You'll want to prepare yourself for the dangers that lie ahead.
There's like a bunch of lore and stuff.
Metroid Dread launches on Nintendo
Yeah, Metroid
Switch
fans gotta be
October.
happy about this,
Pre-orders are
man.
available now on Nintendo
This looks pretty
eShop.
good.
How was that? Up next, we have news about Nintendo Switch Online. Many people have been using Nintendo Switch Online since it launched in September 2018. In addition to the current membership, we'll be adding a new membership plan.
Okay. More money for what?
As a part of this new plan's content,
More. There it is, dude! There it is, dude! There it is, baby! That's what you want to see!
System launched 25
That's what you want to
years ago.
see!
I think this system gave many players their first 3D gaming experiences, as well as intense 4-player multiplayer action. With Nintendo Switch, up to 4 people can play select Nintendo 64 games locally or online.
Or online? We can play
Also, with this
online?
new
We can play
membership
Star
plan,
Fox
in addition
multiplayer
to
online?
Nintendo 64 games.
Wait.
You can play a collection of games
Sega
from
too?
Sega's Genesis system.
Oh!
This means you'll be able
No,
to play
they
these classic
didn't!
games whenever and wherever you'd like. The new plan will include all elements of the base Nintendo Switch Online membership, as well as the ability to play the included Nintendo 64 and Genesis games. This is Nintendo Switch Online plus Expansion Pack. This new membership plan will be added in late October. Of course, you'll still be able to continue using the existing plans. Also, those who have an existing membership plan can change over to the new plan. We'll share more details about this new membership plan at a later time, including the exact release date and pricing information. For now, however, we'd like to announce the games that will be available when it launches. You'll be able to play the Nintendo 64 games shown here,
Ocarina, Mario Kart,
as well
Shinobi
as
3?
Genesis games.
the Castlevania,
We'll also continue adding more Nintendo 64 games such as The Legend of Zelda
Majora's Mask on the way,
F-Zero X,
F-Zero on the
as well as
way,
other Nintendo 64 and Genesis games.
Golf, Snap, Kirby Crystal Shards, the bangers, Paper Mario, the bangers though!
Furthermore, we've prepared Nintendo 64 and Genesis controllers to ensure the games can be played with the same style controls.
Oh, take
from
my
the original
money.
Releases.
Take my money! Take my money!
Both can be
Take
used
my
wirelessly.
money!
These controllers will be available for purchase by
Oh,
any Nintendo Switch
$50! Oh!
We hope you'll look forward to this new membership plan.
Jeez
Nintendo Switch Online
Louise,
plus
man.
expansion pack. Let's see a few more Nintendo Switch headlines.
Dude, the Super Nintendo controller was only $30.
There's plenty to play in these collections.
What? We didn't get a price.
Cyberpunk meets fantasy in this 3-game
They didn't tell us a
collection of
price
cult
though
classic
for the new
RPGs.
expansion
As a
pass.
Shadowrunner mercenary,
What do y'all
you'll
think it's gonna
explore a
cost?
dystopian future where magic has
They didn't tell us a
reawakened
price for the new
and
expansion
fantasy creatures
pass.
have
What do you
come back
guys
to
think it's gonna
life.
cost? From $4 a month
Immersive
to like
branching
what?
narratives.
10?
Skill-based
$10 a
character
month? I wonder what they're gonna do.
gripping turn-based tactical combat await in Shadowrun Trilogy, launching on Nintendo Switch next year.
Too much, yeah, Mustachio, yeah.
The perpetual struggle against Count Dracula continues. Castlevania Advance Collection brings together 4 classic Castlevania games with deathly beautiful graphics and hauntingly epic music. The Rewind Quick save and button mapping features will also ramp up your fight against evil. All regional versions of each game, as well as a gallery mode with never before.
Yo, Hollywood, we got Brewster.
Castlevania Advanced
Hollywood, it
Collection
happened. We got
Nintendo
Brewster,
Switch later
dude.
today. An almighty classic returns.
November.
The classic Super NES game ActRaiser returns on Nintendo Switch, now remastered in HD.
I never
As the
played this
Lord
game.
Of Light, an almighty god. Only you can save mankind from the forces
This looks
of
this looks
Tanzra, the Lord
this
of
looks
Dark.
BA,
You'll
dude.
wage war in 2 phases.
I never played
First,
this game.
Strike down monsters in the side-scrolling action phase to liberate the lands from the grasp of evil. Master swordsmanship and magic to vanquish all who stand in your path. Then, cultivate the lands you've liberated in the world-building creation phase. It's up to you to decide which structures will be destroyed to make way for new ones, creating a flourishing
This
civilization.
good? Yeah, I've never seen this game.
As you do so, your powers will increase.
You build up
giving an
civilization,
edge in
it's
both
freaking
phases.
awesome.
Alternate between the original and rearranged versions of the beloved soundtrack and enjoy brand new music. New stages and new boss battles also await.
Dude,
ActRaiser
this
Renaissance
direct is
descends onto Nintendo
stacked.
Switch later today. A new chapter is about to unfold.
What is this? Oh, the new game from Undertale? Isn't this the new Undertale game or something? Hot Wheels Unleashed, the new Hot Wheels game. The new Hot Wheels game. You can build tracks. Dope. Surviving the Aftermath. Shin Megami Tensei 5. Yes, there's going to be an Animal Crossing October Direct. It's literally an ACNH Direct in October. It's not a Nintendo Direct, it's an Animal Crossing Direct in October that will shed more light on the update coming in November. So in October, we're going to sit down and watch another Direct. Ooh, Rune Factory 5. In October, we're going to sit down and watch an Animal Crossing exclusive Direct that's going to shed light on the release in November.
Today's Nintendo Direct.
Koizumi-san,
Oh, Miyamoto-san. What brings you in?
I wanted to make an announcement, so I was hoping I could step in.
Oh, of course.
Hi everyone, I'm Shigeru Miyamoto. We've previously announced that I have been working with the Hollywood movie studio Illumination and its CEO and producer Chris Meledandri-san, who are known for movies like Despicable Me and Sing, in making a full-length animated Mario movie for the big screen. Today, I wanted to announce its theatrical release timing. Ta-da! The movie will be released in theaters in holiday 2022. The release date for North America is on December 21st and will be announcing
So
release
next
dates for
year?
Japan, Europe, and other regions at a later
Is it
time.
going to be as bad as
It'll
the
be a while
original
longer
Mario
until we
movie?
can share a glimpse of Mario in action on the big screen.
'Cause
But today,
Mario
I also
movies
wanted
suck.
to reveal our key cast members.
I mean, it's a good
who will be
movie.
voicing Mario and his friends in
But
the
it
movie.
sucked.
First, of course, is Mario, who will be played by Chris Pratt. He's
Chris-
so cool.
Chris
Mario
Pratt?
will be talking a lot
Mario?
in the movie. Please look forward to Mario as performed by the very talented Chris.
What?
Next, Princess Peach will be played by Anya Taylor-Joy.
Who the hell is
I can't
Anya
wait to see a very
Taylor-Joy?
spirited Princess Peach.
Who even is that?
Mario's little brother, Luigi,
Oh,
will be played
I
by
love Charlie
Day.
Day. Yo,
I'm excited
I'm
for
okay
you to
with
see this
this.
timid sibling appear on screen.
I love Charlie.
Bowser will be played
Jack
by the one
Black.
and only Jack
Okay,
Black.
cozy.
expecting a
Yo,
monster
look at
performance by
that.
Jackson.
Jack Black is Bowser,
The
dude.
comedian Keegan-Michael Key will be playing Toad.
Okay,
looking
I like
forward to
Keegan.
great comedic
Keegan
moments.
is dope. As
Even though
Toad.
this is a Mario movie, Donkey Kong will also be making an appearance. He will be played by Seth Rogen. I'm eager for you to see a humorous Donkey Kong by Seth's son. And of course, Charles Martinet, who has voiced Mario and many more Nintendo characters in our games over the years, is also involved and will be appearing in surprise cameos in the movie.
We're talking voices. These are all voice actors.
We also have more incredible talent joining the film to play some of our other beloved characters.
Cranky Kong comic?
That is all I
What?
can share with you today about the Mario movie.
Dude, this
is
movie
a
might
very
not suck.
collaborative project between Illumination and Nintendo.
Shit,
We've
this
all been
movie might
coming up
not
with all
suck.
sorts of ideas, and I myself am enjoying a creative process that is a little bit different from making games. It may be a while until we can share more updates, but I hope you'll look forward to it. Koizumi-san, back to you.
Man, when I saw him, I thought he was
Please
going to
look
announce
forward to
Odyssey.
Mario's adventure,
too.
jumping into the world of motion pictures.
When I saw him, I thought he was going to announce Odyssey 2
Next,
or
we'd
Breath
like
of the
to show you
Wild
this.
2. I'm kind of sad. Splatoon. Splatoon fans, where you at? Where you at, Splatoon fans? Is this number 3 or what? Vehicles? Is that new? Are vehicles new to the game? You gotta admit that Splatoon has some pretty good music. You gotta admit, even if you don't like the games, Splatoon's got some good music. Return of the Mammalians?
Hello, everyone.
Look at this guy.
I'm a researcher from the Squid Research Lab.
Uh-oh.
I've been meticulously studying the mysterious squids that can transform into humanoid form. What you just saw was the latest research footage from Splatoon 3. Allow me to share a bit of what we know so far.
This guy's dripped
Splatoon
out.
3 takes place in Splatsville. It's known as the City of Chaos. Centered around
That's Rosie
Splatsville
Pooh's home.
are the Splatlands, a place long inhabited by advanced sea creatures such as squids and octopuses. Buildings spanning several generations are crammed into the city, creating its distinctive culture. In the Splatlands, turf war appears to be a popular activity. Its basic rules are unchanged. 2 4-player teams compete against each other to ink the most area. However, The trend seems to have undergone a major shift, with the existence of new main and special weapons confirmed in the footage. In the latter portion of the footage, we were able to observe activities from Story Mode, the single-player campaign.
Return of the Mammalians.
Meaning the reappearance of mammals appears to be the theme of Story Mode this time around. What could this possibly mean in a world where all mammals, except for 2 cats, have vanished? It appears that there's still a lot to uncover. But we'll continue with our research and keep you updated once more results become available.
Okay, McCool.
Please
Thank you.
look forward to more Splatoon 3.
No release date? I think we all wanted a release date.
Updates to come.
What was that? What was that
See you
Ginyu
next
Force
time.
pose? That was straight Ginyu Force. Get out of here.
So, what did you think? Splatoon 3, taking place in a new world, is scheduled to release in 2022.
2022. That's all we get.
Please look forward to future updates. Okay, this is the last trailer we have to show you
The
today.
last one.
Please take a look.
Are they gonna play us with a? But wait, there's more. I see planes. I'm already displeased. When did they add plane? This Breath of the Wild looks real weird. What? Tanks? What?
HQ 接敵した距離50対象は北東に向かって移動中遅れこちら本部了解した作戦を開始せよ了解打撃用意撃て対戦車砲用意撃てHQ 対象は3つ効果は見られない理解す効果は見られない
Buttspot's on a roll today. What is this? What? I'm so confused right now. What is happening right now? I'm so confused. What? Oh, it's Bayonetta. I forgot this was on the way. I forgot this game was on the way. I don't really play these games, but a lot of people like them.
It seems I'm unfashionably late, but I'm ready to give you everything you want.
The only sexy game Nintendo has ever released. Bayonetta 3. She shoots from her heels and wears and takes off her clothes to punch stuff. This summer. I don't mind. A lot of people like Bayonetta. Like, a lot of people like Bayonetta. Like, it's a thing. I don't know. I've never really played these games, but it's a thing. Cue Trojan commercial. I saw that move on Just Dance 2. Well, not that move, but what's with the dancing? That's how she fights. She fights with the power of love and sexy dance moves. Yeah, her magic's based on her hair or something. Yeah, it's something like that. Like I said, a lot of people really love the Bayonetta game, so, you know, hopefully someone out there is excited for it. Hopefully someone out there is excited for Bayonetta making a return finally. Because it is pretty exciting. There's someone out there that's probably excited about this game. So like, ooh, mystery.
What you just saw was the latest trailer for Bayonetta 3. We announced this game in 2017, and we thank you for your patience.
Yeah.
This game will launch next year.
They're gonna do this. They're gonna be saying the same thing about Metroid Prime 4
to Bayonetta's new encounter
and Breath of the Wild.
That's all for today's Nintendo
No,
Direct.
please give us a just wait. There's
Thank you for
more.
watching.
No, please. I mean, this Direct was stacked though. I'm pretty pleased. Despite the no Zelda.